Hi people, it's me, Anja, my pronouns all she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video. November has been quite a splendid reading month, to my great surprise. So without any further ado, the first book on this list is called If You Can Heal This. This story is a YA thriller following a young sapphic main character who's solving the mystery, or trying to at least, of the disappearance of her new club advisor, because she just joined a new school, a new club, and she's making all these new friends. And I really like this book a lot. I was really attracted to the characters right from the start. I loved the journalism aspects. I loved the mystery. The romance is cute. The friendships are so wholesome and so awesome. The mystery itself, in terms of the writing, from a writing perspective, kind of takes a back seat, even though this mystery book is marketed as a mystery thriller, and the characters and those dynamics is definitely the forefront of the story, if that makes any sense. But I don't care, because I love the characters so much. I love the friendships. I love how they're so individually well developed. People have critiqued this book for being underdeveloped, which I definitely understand. But anyway, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Leap. This story is a YA sapphic contemporary graphic novel that follows 2 dancers at a performing arts conservative school, and it's about sexuality, first love, and falling out of love with your dreams, if that makes any sense. This book is absolutely so good, and I really enjoyed it. First of all, the illustrations are so pretty and so well done. I love stories that focus on the arts, just because I grew up around dancers and stuff like that, so I love all the dancing elements, and they were so pretty and so well done. The characters are both so well developed and so distinct. I love the sapphic sexuality representation so much. This book is so excellent, and it's so well done. I love their friendship so much. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. I was so invested from the beginning to the end. This book is absolutely so brilliant, and it's so well done, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more. I think this is the first book that I've read in a really long time that's set in Europe, and I just loved the culture around the school and the dancing and everything. But anyway, all that to say, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Rani Choudhury Must Die, which I think I definitely mispronounced, so please correct me in the comments. But just because I dislike this book doesn't mean that I should get away with mispronouncing the name, you know what I mean? I feel for me that's the equivalent of purposefully misgendering someone just because I dislike them. I feel that's still rude and disrespectful. But anyway, I digress. Basically, like I said, I didn't like this book. It's a YA contemporary following 2 sapphic ex-best friends who team up to scheme revenge on a guy that they discover that they're both dating at the same time, and they didn't know that beforehand. But anyway, the things that I enjoyed about this book, I liked them reconciling their friendship. I enjoyed the Bengali representation, but I wanted everything to just be deeper on everything. The family storylines, the friendships, everything aside from the main storyline felt really underdeveloped and half-baked, if that makes any sense. And I also felt the revenge storyline itself wasn't super, I don't know. I hated how it ended, basically. And I also felt the 2 of them didn't really have a lot of romantic chemistry. Maybe it's because mostly one of the main characters, Meghna, I believe is how you pronounce her name, felt so selfish to me. And I disliked her a lot, and I didn't like being in her head, really. I definitely preferred the other main character. But anyway, overall, all that to say, I rated this book 3 stars. It's going on a list of worst books of 2024, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Midnight with You. This story is a YA contemporary following a Filipino main character who is navigating family trauma while she falls in love during late-night secret driving lessons. I feel like it doesn't really make any sense, but I really enjoyed this book so much. Like, I was so intrigued by the plot and the characters and the romance immediately, and when I finished this book, I was thinking, like, this book is perfect for fans of the movie Past Lives, which is a really interesting compliment because I have not seen the movie Past Lives, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But, like, it's like right person, wrong timing, if that makes any sense. Is that the name of the trope? Anyway, this book is so good. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The romance is so interesting and it's so sweet and it's so well done, and I love the pacing and it's bittersweet and the plot is so engaging, and I loved like the family relationships and they felt so realistic and so well done. Whenever I'm reading a book that has family issues that mirror my own, sometimes I feel bitter when it ends like more happy than what I'm going through right now, if that makes any sense. But I love this book so much. The friendships are so awesome and so well done. Like, this book is so excellent. I just really enjoyed it so much. So anyway, with all that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars and I would highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called Neil of Gumbling. This story is a middle-grade urban fantasy graphic novel that follows a young main character who basically didn't get the apprenticeship that she really wanted, but this pivots her. You know what I mean? Like, rejection is redirection. Anyway, this book is so good. It is so excellent and it's so wholesome and it's so atmospheric. I just really enjoyed it. It's written and illustrated, I believe, by the same author and illustrator of the OK Witch duology, which I read a few years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy to say that this book is the same vibe of, like, wholesome and lovely, and also digging into, like, deeper topics as well. Like, sometimes when I start a middle grade graphic novel, I'm afraid that the story itself is going to feel juvenile too and too young for me, if that makes any sense. But I really enjoyed this book. First of all, the world building is so magical and I love the illustrations. The story itself is awesome because the plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I love the friendships so much and the family dynamics. This book is so good. And with that said, I'm so excited to read the sequel, which I will probably be talking about in my next recent reads video. But anyway, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, November has been a great reading month so far. I'm pre-filming this video the night before Thanksgiving, so technically there are a few more days of November left when I'm filming this, but I've already read more books this month than there are days this month, so I'm feeling really satisfied about the rest of the month, and honestly the rest of the year. This puts me in a good mood for my December reading month. But anyway, in conclusion, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the chocolate emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!